Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at an article from Politico that was published on December 4th, written by Lara Siegelman and Daniel Lippman and Jacqueline, was that Feldscher? Yeah, looks like it. Okay. Look at the title here. White House fires Pentagon Advisory Board members, installs loyalists. The board firings come less than a month after President Donald Trump pushed out Defense Secretary Mark Esper. Now, they're trying to portray this as he's trying to, throw a monkey wrench in the thing for Biden. I don't see it as this. All right, what Trump is doing here, these are the moves of a man who's going to war. They're not of a spoiled little bitch like Obama. All right, who stacked a shadow government within the federal government of his lackeys. All right, that made up like the deep state, those types of people. That's not what Trump's doing here. Trump is going to war. And he needs loyalists at his side because this is going all the way to the Supreme Court. And if he wins, he needs these people in there because if there were the Obama globalist shit pig loyalists in government, they would try to commit a coup. You know it, I know it, anyone with half a brain knows it. If Trump pulls this off using the constitutional process, that they would try to use, these deep state wastes of space and scum, would try to use the government to get him out of office. They go, well, he's illegitimate, coup time. That's what I see going on with this, with him replacing these loyalists. He's going to war. He's making sure he has people that got his back in key positions. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh, much better. Excuse me. I need to get a sip of a drink there. Anyway, look at the article here. The White House removed 9 members of the Pentagon's Defense Business Board on Friday and installed people loyal to President Donald Trump in their place, including presidential allies Corey Lewandowski and David Bossie. The firings marked the latest effort by the Trump administration to clean out the Defense Department in the final weeks of the president's term. Yeah, they'll clean it out. Yeah, they're trying to. He's trying to be a spoiled sport. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Members of the board received a brief email from Joshua Whitehouse, the White House liaison to the Department of Defense, that simply said, if you are receiving this email, your membership on the Defense Business Board has been expired or is coming to an end. They were fired by email. That is so beautiful. Oh, that is so freaking awesome. They were fired by email. Oh my God. That is so freaking beautiful. A number of board members have been terminated with a form letter. In my experience, I was very surprised that the White House would, at the 11th hour, adjust an advisory board that for 19 years has had a record of nonpartisan support with the department. Michael Bear. Lined with swamp creatures, stacked with swamp creatures for almost 2 decades. He doesn't see why, Trump would want to get those swamp creatures out of there where he's going to war over the steel and everything. Come on now. But anyway, Michael Bear, who until today was board chair, told Politico, oh, it sounds like there's some sour grapes with him. This kind of move really will weigh heavily on people in the future and their willingness to serve on these outside advisory boards if they're going to be subjected to political loyalty tests. It's unprecedented. I'm just saddened, he added. So you have deep state loyalists, Obama appointees, lining that board for law and Bush appointees and stuff like that. These are the deep state. These are the lackeys of these political elitists, okay? These are the bureaucrats that do their dirty work, all right? And they want to play it like this. They want to play it like this is a situation that is unheard of or is unusual, that it was a loyalty test thing. They serve at the president's leisure. He can fire him when he wants to. Deal with it. I don't care if it's unprecedented and you're saddened. I don't care. I really don't care, Michael Bear. Besides Bear, the other board members who were let go are Arnold Pirano, Atul Vashista, whatever. I'm butchering it. I might be close. I don't know. John O'Connor, David Venlet, Paul Dolan, Scott Dorn, David Walker, and David Van Slyke. Okay, so what? They're all swamp creatures. Good riddance. A statement to the Pentagon, a statement by the Pentagon, said the members' terms had expired. Yet 3 former board members who spoke to Politico said their tours were not close to ending. So what? They serve at the president's leisure. He's still the president. He has the ability and the right to fire them. That's what he did. Deal with it. Because, oh no, some of them said that their tours were not close to ending. Because yet 3 former board members who spoke to Politico said their tours were not close to ending. Oh no, they serve at his leisure. The firings came as a shock to the board members who had not received any negative feedback or warning prior to their termination. They don't need to have any warning. They serve at his leisure. One former board member lamented the move, noting that the board has never been political ever. You're all deep state, okay? You are the lackeys of the political elites, all right? The rhino neocon scumbags and the Democrats, all right? Don't even try to play, oh, it's never been political. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. You know, I know you're spewing bullshit because your lips are moving. You were talking about 15, 20 executives, business leaders, government leaders who are giving their time to serve the nation and not even a thank you note, said the person who asked not to be named. It's just about simple gratitude and appreciation for the people. Bullshit. No one would be doing those positions unless they didn't benefit from it. Okay, so these business leaders are benefiting from it, all right? The government leaders are benefiting from it. Don't try to play it like they were doing it out of the kindness of their own hearts. We're not that stupid. At least I'm not that stupid. You thinking you can try to sell that, okay, shows that you're that stupid, that you are literally as stupid as you are thinking people are here by pushing that shit. Because if you honestly think that's going to fly, you're a fucking moron. You are a moron. You don't deserve a thank you note either. If you're doing this for selflessness, if you're doing this out of the kindness of your heart, then there is no thank you necessary. So you're literally contradicting yourself saying, well, we should at least get a thank you. You're showing that you're full of shit by saying that. I had no indication that it was coming. It was a form letter going to a large number of people, Bear said. Oh, boo-hoo. Wah. No one bent over and, bent down and kissed your ass. Oh, no, Bear. You whiny little baby. Grow up. Besides Lewandowski and Bossie, the other new members are Henry Dreyfus, Robert McMahon, Corey Millis, Bill Bruner, Christopher Shank, Joseph Schmidt, Kiri Miller, Alan Way, and Earl Matthews. Lewandowski was Trump's first campaign manager in 2016, and this year was a senior advisor to the campaign, where he traveled to various states to promote its legal challenges to the election results. He also is president and CEO of Lewandowski Strategic Advisors. And you don't like the fact that he's a Trump loyalist being put in there, which you would maybe think, look at this and go, oh shit, he's stacking that with loyalists because he's going to war. But no, you're just trying to play it like, oh, he's doing this to try to throw a monkey wrench into creepy Uncle Joe's administration because you're too short-sighted and stupid to realize what's really going on. But here I am, a guy in front of a laptop with a half-decent mic with a bigger clue than you that's pointing this out. And I figured this one out by just reading and looking at things. This is something that a man going to war does, okay? This isn't like, this isn't him being like Obama stacking shit against Trump type stuff. This isn't that. But you want to try to portray it like that. See, when Obama does it, it's, oh, he's trying to preserve the nation. When Trump is doing, oh, he's trying to screw over Joe Biden. Because that's what you're kind of hinting at here. It's disgusting, too. Bossie, a longtime conservative operative, was Trump's deputy campaign manager in 2016 and more recently was tapped to lead the effort to contest the election. Mills is an Army veteran and on Twitter calls himself a Newsmax insider, a reference to one of Trump's preferred TV channels. These individuals have a proven track record of achievement within their respective fields and have demonstrated leadership that will serve our department and our nation well, Acting Defense Secretary Chris Miller said in a statement. Yeah, see, they're not like, you know, going to go for the neocon Democrat bought off by special interests, okay? They're not deep state. They're not going to play those games. This is about him going to war, and if he does, having the possibility of the deep state making a move on him if he manages to pull things off through the legal process, because you don't think that they would actually try to claim that he stole the election and then, you know, move against him? These people have openly stolen an election in front of all of you. They're calling you basically stupid. Well, Republican pollsters, like in Georgia, they're calling them stupid because, oh, well, they had to have been stupid because they went home. You just have to believe us. They weren't told that everything was being shut down and to go home. Oh, no, just ignore that. I mean, they're playing this game and they think you're all stupid. They think that they can seriously get away with this. Do you honestly think that they wouldn't do that? They wouldn't try to make a move against Trump if they had their loyalists in the Defense Department in key positions? Bullshit, they wouldn't. Not, you know, wouldn't hesitate. Wait, let me rephrase that. It's bullshit. They would just allow that to go and let it pass. No, they would take advantage of that. They would actually commit a coup. If they're going to steal an election in front of everyone, they'd commit a coup. They got no problems with that. Trump is just covering his ass. He's putting people he can trust in because he's going to war. The Defense Business Board is made up of more than a dozen industry and academic leaders who volunteer to provide independent business advice to Pentagon leadership and are appointed by top Pentagon leaders. Oh, no, they serve at the president's leisure, but hey, whatever. Let's just keep ignoring that fact. The board has completed reviews of defense agencies and field activities, along with a study of using data analytics in the private sector and how it applies to the DOD. The group also recommended de-establishing the position of Chief Management Officer and putting a new alternative in place, which this week was voted into the final National Defense Authorization Act. The DBB is a workhorse board and not a show horse board, another former member said. You're all deep state lackeys with interests with the DOD. So these are business leaders and political leaders and all that. Well, these business leaders, odds are part of the military-industrial complex. Do you really want the military-industrial complex sitting there as an advisory board to the DOD? Seriously? Or companies that benefit from war that aren't necessarily part of the military-industrial complex? Do you want companies in those positions? I sure as shit don't. There's no reason for that to be a board like this with political elitists and business elitists and all these other elitists sitting there volunteering their time supposedly out of the kindness of their hearts. It's not believable that they're doing that for the betterment of the country and out of the kindness of their hearts. They're doing it because it benefits them. White House also delivered the news last week to nearly a dozen members of the Defense Policy Board, a similar advisory council of experts outside the government, that their service had been terminated, Foreign Policy reported. Officials pushed out in that effort included former Secretaries of State Henry Kissinger and Madeleine Albright, two of the worst swamp creatures out there. Yet we're supposed to believe that these people are there looking out for us. So anyway, Kissinger and Madeleine Albright, as well as former White House Majority Leader Eric Cantor. Yeah. Or former House Majority Leader. So why did I say White House? Anyway, but House Majority Leader Eric Cantor. The board firings come less than a month after President Donald Trump pushed out Defense Secretary Mark Esper, followed by the resignations of Defense Secretary's Chief of Staff and top officials overseeing intelligence and policy. And I say this is good. And they're trying to portray this like, well, Trump is doing this. Like, they didn't directly say it here, but the implications is he's doing it to screw with Biden. This isn't that type of situation. He's going to war. Trump is going to war. If you are going to stop their steal, you don't think that these shitbricks, these globalists that are with the Democrats and their lackeys in the government that make up the deep state, you don't think that they would commit a coup when they're openly stealing an election in front of all of you? Yeah, right. They would do it in 2 seconds if they could pull it off. And the only way they can really pull it off is if they have their loyalists in these positions to lend legitimacy to their coup. Trump is cleaning house so that they don't have that. That's a man going to war. Anyway, I've covered this well enough. Yeah, I'm going to leave things here. If you liked this video, depending on where you are watching it, please give it an upvote or thumbs up. If you want to know when new content of mine hits the internet, don't forget to subscribe to one or more of my social media or video accounts listed here. Also, with YouTube, don't forget to ring that bell. You can find all of my video content on both BitChute and YouTube. This may not be the case with other places I upload to, but I will try to minimize this happening. You are always welcome to interact with me at any of these sites on the list, so feel free to do so. If you have anything you want me to cover in a video, when it comes to news or current events, send it right along to me. I will try to do my best to cover it. As always, thank you for watching.